Hey. So I got a number six. Fries and a diet soda. Um, I don't want to accuse anybody of anything. You look like you have some excellent employees. I think somebody may have spit in my food. Oh, you did? Okay. Um, can I ask why? Well, it was always hard to keep them up. And I promise we'll have a good year this year. I promise. Can I get another one though? No? Okay, thanks.
All I know is where I go. I'm going home, even though what is done.
Welcome back to episode 11 of Toasty on Tour. I am Toasty himself. And apologies to all people from Chester. I'm not accusing you guys of spitting in anybody's food. I'm sure you guys would not do that. But I mean, if my hometown club got relegated and the guys sticked around, and I might think about it. But yeah. So it was a tough decision after last season. They didn't fire me, and with that, I decided, hey, let's give it another shot. Let's give it another shot. So I have stayed with Chester down into the Vanarama National League North. And I think we can have a good year. It's gonna be tough as it always is with these teams to have a solid result. But either way, I just think that we have the ability to come back up, and I think I'm thinking this as far as purely a real life kind of managerial situation. If I were a real life manager, I at this point I have been fired by the first job, joined a second job, and got that team relegated. I really don't have any type of kind of my resume is in tatter. It's destroyed. I have none, first of all, and what I do have is not good. So in my head, I'm thinking I need to build up a resume. I need to have some kind of success. I think Chester is the type of place where I can have success going down. And we can get a few wins, get some points, finish maybe top near the top of the table, and actually kind of show that I have something to give for this team and for any future team that I can join. And so I think, and I have a contract. Also, going somewhere else, there's no guarantee you're gonna get another job. And if I'm somebody that has a contract, I'm saying, I have this contract for another year. I'm going to use it while I can. And with that, I'm staying with Chester, and it's a little bit of ego. I want to stay. I thought we could do better last season. We didn't do great last season, but that can improve. Now, transfers. We got rid of a lot of dead wood in the squad. I think a lot of players kind of just left. They were gonna come in with us, but we needed to overhaul the squad a little bit. And so you're gonna see a lot of these players in here. Juma Omar was a player that loaned out, but actually I realized he needed him back because he's a solid center back, so he's probably gonna be in there. Anthony Cook is a winger. Still unsure about the wing stuff. I may continue playing it, but so far I'm gonna try playing wingers here. So he was a good player in there. Scott Leather. It's gonna be a lot more kind of boring fullbacks and a few central midfielders, but it's really hard to find players that play in a position that it can do something different. Solomon Sambu is a very talented player, and I really like him for his kind of for the attributes he does have, he's a very good player, I think. John Roberts as well. He's going to be in that number 6 spot, defensive midfielder spot. Hopefully can allow our more creative players to be out there. And then Jack Emmett as well is our only kind of left winger. And has some good pace. So it's going to be interesting to see how we go out there. We've had a solid preseason against some good teams. 3-4 against Walsall, who are in League One. Some other teams that are kind of lower, even lower leagues than us. We won comfortably. 2-0 win against Airbus UK Broughton, which are our affiliate club in Wales. We actually met them when we were at time at Londonderry. So some solid wins, in there as well. Like I said, some of these are like even lower in lower divisions. United Counties League and Carlton are in the Evo Stick League Premier First Division. I think it's just the division under us. So it's gonna be a long season. There's a lot of games in this league. I think there's 24 teams in the league, so it's not gonna be a cakewalk. And I think we need to set the tone. There's 22 teams in the league. We need to set up the tone with this game. I need the players to be behind me and supportive. A lot of them stay around. I promised them we do better this season, and so hopefully I can support that and show that I am a manager that keeps their promises and that I am somebody that they're not going to force out. I was happy enough that in London, I didn't get forced out by the players. But I would just definitely possibility here if I don't get some results, because the players here are expecting to play well and are expecting to get back into that first division, back in the division we were in last season, because that was pretty much the only way I keep a lot of them around. It's basically like, we're gonna come back up. I need you to come back up. Can you stay? And a lot of them were like, okay, I'll stay. So it's gonna be very important that we do that. So let's get into the lineup for today's game. Look at the lineup. A few names in there some new names are actually gone over a little bit. And then we'll go from there. All right, guys. So this is the lineup for today's game. Some new names, like I said. So we have Alex Lynch in there, acting goalkeeper. Stayed was last year. One of those players that I thought, was definitely gonna want to leave. Andy Hall's in there. Sambu starting at center back. I'm going to see how he plays. He is more of a midfielder, but I'll see how he plays in this game. I really didn't have any other options other than Juma Omar, but we'll see. We'll go about that. Ryan Assholes is still with us. Matty Waters. John Roberts, new signing at number 6. Tom Shaw, wily old veteran. I was on Kingsley James. Anthony Cook on the right, new signing. Jack Emmett, new signing. And Harry White up top. We have a little bit of a different kind of tactic here with controlling the ball. I think we have a lot of midfield talent, so we should be able to holding onto the ball, I think. With the players we have, we should do a good job holding the ball. With Sambu in defense, a midfielder who's normally a midfielder, he should be able to hold onto the ball. And we're in a different division. We're in a lower division, but a lot of our team is the same. The players we have added are good, and we should be holding up all on the ball. Last season, I was trying to get results. I went counter-attacking. It worked. It almost worked out. But this season, we're in a lower division. We should be holding onto the ball and taking care of business in that way. And I hope, and I think we can do it. And I think, but like I said, it's going to be very interesting to start. We dominated. We played well against those lower league teams. But can we do it with a team that's in our own division? I think we're predicted to get into the playoff based on preseason prediction stuff. And I think if things go well for us, there's only one team I think that goes up automatically. The other two or three or whatever, they go up via playoff. So there's only one team that's going to go automatically, which is great for people watching it. But if you're a team in it, you wish a couple spots were in there we could fight for. But if you're not finishing top, there's no automatic thing where you're gonna go up. Basically from two to like seven, you're gonna have an issue. Um, so early on in this game, we were playing okay. I think we're holding. I haven't seen the possession stats, but I like to think that those are pretty good. But it's going to be very important for us to kind of not just have possession, but to use it to our advantage overall. And we just got beat there. But Lynch, I think is a great goalkeeper. From what I've seen from his performances last season, and for this as Chorley, I'm guessing it's Corley, go up early via a corner. Like I was saying, Alex Lynch, go goalkeeper. He could never save that. That was a good header in near post, and we're holding a lot of possession, just not doing enough of it, I would say. But James here going to Shaw. It doesn't reach him. Simon's here. God, those through passes are tearing us apart, and very quickly we are down 2-0. We're holding a lot of possession, but that just defensively is not good, and they're really tearing us apart in there. Maybe we should go slightly deeper, holding up the ball, sitting a little bit deep so we don't get hit on the counter attack like that. But I mean, the possession stats still pretty good, 59%. So in my mind, we should be doing better with it, except we're losing a lot of possession very quickly. So yeah, our defense has been. Our midfield has been solid. I've been the best part today as well as a goalkeeper, but defensively not great. Our on the wings and up front not great either. So I'm not sure if those attacks, if those goals are the norm or an anomaly. That's something that I have to figure out here in the rest of this game and to see, because statistically it's not we're not that off, and we have been good as far as getting the shots on target, but we're holding the ball well, and so it might be just the fact that we just got hit in the counter attack. We were not ready for Chorley to be pretty efficient on the counter attack. Since Tom Shaw's picked up a knock, and he'll have to be brought off in this game. Sambo's gonna have to come into the midfield, and then we'll bring on. I was gonna bring on Leather, but we'll hold off on that. And Hall's in there. We'll move into a center back, and that's a little bit. We have a few players that can play in a couple of positions, but it's kind of nice, like Sambo, who can play center back, central defend. I mean, defensive midfielder or in the midfield. A lot of our fullbacks can play at right fullback or defensive midfield. I mean, at center back. So we have some kind of flexibility, I would say. And so far, despite our 2 goals, we're playing a little bit better in the second half. I think playing a little bit deeper is something that we're gonna have to look at as a definite possibility later on. Might have to be something, a tactical change I have to do. Good tackle there. And can we score a goal? I'd like to see if we score a goal. At least get our offensive started. At least get 1 goal at first, then maybe get a second goal. Maybe if we were end up this game with a draw, that'd be excellent. White here, going upfield. Can he get the ball in the box to somebody? Goes to Cook. Sambo, James, Emmett. Ooh, and Emmett should score there. A good stop, to be fair, from the goalkeeper, but he was wide open there. That was a good find by, I think it was Kingsley James there, and I think he should do there was Emmett. Should do a better job there. Ball over the top. That's a good touch there from Gallagher, and Gallagher has been playing, Gallagher has been playing fairly well. Got the second, I believe. Was the one that broke away on the first goal, and he's and the team in defense is just it's very wide. And so maybe playing compact is something we're gonna have to look for, but I don't think. I think if we're talking about a width in the team, I think it means a little more offensively, not defensively. I think if you're playing that wide out on defense, that's just bad defense. So I'm not sure what I can do as far as that goes. I guess I could try going a little bit narrower in my attacks, but I don't know. I don't know how much that's gonna help. Bring on Hannah here and bring on Chapel in for Cook. Who's more of a but that's what you're gonna have to play, bro. And statistically, yeah, it's been pretty even, but our shots have been tame. Our possession has been unfruitful, I would say. You know, which is 56%. It's good possession. We're holding on to the ball well. Just yeah, we're gonna have to see about what we can do overall. Is a couple different things. Maybe getting a more stable defense, maybe. I don't know, but midfield, like I said, I think it's our best part, and it was shown today. Based on the way we played, the midfield really held it down. We were just able to create enough. I'll have to work a few things out, but I think we're on a good start. Maybe not the victory, but the performance was okay. Yeah, so we are predicted to finish somewhere in the playoff. We have played Chorley, which is actually interesting because they are predicted to win it 5-1. So fair play. I mean, that was actually very interesting to face a team that is predicted to go top, that is predicted to win this thing. So obviously the loss is interesting, but it's almost like playing Sutton last year, where we're playing probably the best team in the league. I don't know who ended up winning it last season. Sutton were second at the time, but playing a team that's on the top of the league. They beat us 2-0. We lost to Chorley 2-0. So and then we ended up playing actually pretty well. So that's interesting to kind of see what's up, who are these good players, and I'm actually kind of happy. Maybe not happy, but I'm not distraught by that loss. It's something that we can work on, and there were some performances that I liked, some performances that I did like. But that's all. That can all happen. Tom Shaw out injured for 4 to 5 months. That's probably the worst thing. He's a solid kind of veteran midfielder in there, so he'll be missed. We have some other players in there, key players that could play well. And as far as our schedule goes, there is no transfer deadline, so that doesn't really matter. We'll just go I'll kind of go to when it's kind of a big game, as far as maybe a team that we're fighting for a place with. If we have a tough game in there where we're playing on a team that's in the playoffs or something like that. But first we have to get a win. So not putting can't get too ahead of ourselves. We first have to get our win, get some points, and then we'll see how it goes. But I will be bringing back another episode soon, I hope. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see about that. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Thank you for everything you guys do for me, and take care of yourselves.